Hi everybody, I'm Brian Manning from the Can-Am On-Road team, and I'm coming to you from Denver, Colorado, where we just had our BRP Club event that's going to last for the next couple of days. We've got folks from the Can-Am Off-Road team, the Sea-Doo team, and of course here at the Can-Am On-Road booth, where I'm here to introduce some awesome news that we have this year. First and foremost, we've got an all-new model. I can't wait to show it to you. You know, 10 years ago, we invented the three-wheel on-road riding category with the Can-Am Spyder. It's been an awesome ride ever since. But this year, we're all about shattering the accessibility barrier, and so that's what we're gonna go after. So let's back up, let's show you this. Here's the all-new 2019 Can-Am Ryker. Can-Am Ryker with a Y, that is. It's an awesome machine. It's so much fun to ride. In fact, we call it a ride like no other. That's our tagline for this, and it lives up to its name without a doubt. It's the new addition to the three-wheel vehicle category. So now we've got the Spyder side with the F3 and the RT, and the brand new Can-Am Ryker, which is for a different group of people. And now we're gonna be starting down with something new that's highly customizable, and it's awesome. So last year we teased that we were gonna launch a model that was going to be less than $10,000 US. This is it right here, this beautiful machine that you see right here. The Ryker with the Rotax 600 Ace engine is gonna start at $84.99. $84.99 gets you into this thing. And the Ryker with the 900 Rotax Ace engine is going to be $99.99. Again, those are US prices. And the best thing about it, there's no catch to that pricing. This thing is packed full of technology, great looks, it's a hell of a lot of fun to ride. It's got those two Rotax options that I talked to you about. It's got a durable drive shaft on there, which you'll find in a lot of luxury motorcycles, so it's not belt driven like the Spyder is. It's drive shaft technology, and has an automatic transmission, so there's no clutch, there's no foot lever, making it incredibly easy to go. Just twist and go, get on and ride away and have some fun. It's got our vehicle stability system, so anti-lock brakes, stability control. Again, I'm telling you, this package, it's not missing anything, even for that price. Perhaps my favorite part about it is there's 75,000 ways that you can customize this straight from the dealer. So it's fun, it's accessible, and it's customizable. So from a fun perspective, I'm gonna jump up on here. I don't really have to do any jumping because it sits so low to the ground, and that's one of the best things about it. It's essentially just stuck to the ground. It's got this low center of gravity and a low seating position. Similar to the F3, it's got your feet forward like that, but you're just very connected to it. And it's just a great feeling when you ride. You're just stuck to the road, glued and going, so you can just enjoy the curves. It's also got very good response to it. So the power to it is awesome. It's highly responsive. It's got a great power to weight ratio. And it's got those technologies that I talked about with the Rotax engines and the VSS. I mean, it's so much fun. I can't wait to ride that thing again. So again, fun, accessible. I mean, again, look at this thing. $8,500 on a base model to come into it. So price is part of the accessibility. It's also low cost of ownership. So I told you about the drive shaft that it has, no maintenance. You don't have to adjust it. It's just get on and go from the dealer and you're done from there. And then in addition to that, that twist and go transmission, the proven Rotax, I mean, all in, it's just highly accessible. The price is part of it, but the ease of being able to just get on and go is huge, especially for new riders, but for everyone who doesn't enjoy just climbing on and going. So I'm gonna take you for a little walk for me. Again, we're live in the showroom floor. It's awesome here. There's a ton of people around, and we talked about fun and accessibility. Now I want to talk to you about customization. I mentioned the 75,000 number, and maybe you thought I misspoke, but that's completely true. So there's 75,000 ways to customize the Can-Am Ryker. And we're going to part the seas here, and I'm going to come over to this unit here. This unit behind me, you can hardly see because there's a lot of people around it. There's visual customization, and then there's functional customization. From a visual perspective, and we'll walk by the walls a little bit as well, but you've got different color hoods, different color side panels, different things that you can snap on and snap off. It's very simple. Think of it like a cell phone case. So you just go in there, you snap it on, snap it off. If you're in a different mood one day, or you want to cheer for your favorite team, whatever it may be, you can pop on and pop off new colors. Is awesome. And then from a functional standpoint, you've got things that you can do like this to convert it from one-up riding to two-up riding. You can add storage. There's so many different configurations, so many different things you can do. I mean, you truly make it your own. It's just an absolute blast to be able to do that, and that's my favorite part about it. So the customization walls you see here, I'm not really going to be able to get over to them, but that's all right. Go online, check it out, and I'll tell you another thing that you can use to check out the customization options as well, to build your own. But the great news is that the good news doesn't start there with the product standpoint either. You know, during testing, all of the designers and engineers, those guys get to have all the fun. So they got on the Ryker during some early testing phases, and we're going to walk over here and show you something pretty sweet over here. But during the early testing phases, they took it off paved roads, and they went on dirt and they went on gravel, and they were looking at how much fun that was to ride, and we couldn't agree anymore. I mean, it was just absolutely incredible. This is really fun to part this, by the way. I feel very important walking around. But they loved it so much, and it's, you know, what they discovered was basically an entirely new way to enjoy three wheels. Just absolutely incredible. So this right here, I'd like to present to you the Rally Edition of the Can-Am Ryker. This has the 900 motor in it that we talked about a little bit ago, but it's absolutely incredible. It's all about adrenaline and versatility. And in fact, adrenaline and versatility ring true with somebody else that's here with us who helped us launch. So I'm going to call over. We've got one of the greatest champions in mixed martial arts history, George Rush St. Pierre, here with us. He helped us launch this, and I'm going to bring George in here. So let's see if I can go find him. He's having fun with a lot of fans. We've got a lot of dealers here. George actually dropped in from the ceiling over at our dealer meeting when we announced this. So he came down from a ceiling with the Rally Edition. And so as soon as we can get him away from the crowds, I think he can fight his way through. We'll have him come be a part of this as well. George.
Rock and roll.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Yourself?
Excellent. Well, we're doing fantastic. Thanks for being a part of this. We absolutely loved having you be a part of the launch. So we got the Ryker Rally Edition in front of us here, and you actually were lucky enough to go ride this thing.
I did today.
Tell us about your impressions of the Rally Edition Ryker.
Amazing experience. It's very easy to learn how to ride it. Everybody can learn it in a blink of an eye. Very simple, and everything is fast. You don't have to waste any time. You know, you want to learn how to ride it, and where I'm from, it's one-day course. And some place in the United States, you can ride it right away with a normal license.
That's right.
Some other place, it's less than 48 hours, so it's accessible to everybody. Everybody can learn how to do it. You feel like you're lower.
Well, jump up on there. Show this. You know, I did it over there, but I probably don't do it justice like you do.
See, you're low on the ground, so when you turn, you feel like you're not gonna tumble. You know, you feel very solid, very stick on like you glue to the floor, and it's very easy to maneuver.
That's awesome.
I really love it.
And I see you sitting on there. If you put your feet on the pegs here, we talked a little bit about the U-Fit over there. But what's awesome about this is, say you didn't feel comfortable with the way it was, or you just wanted to ride differently. Yes. All we have to do is flip this lever up. You can adjust that. There's no extra tools. There's no extra parts needed, and you can adjust the pegs. These are a little short for probably what you would want, and the handlebars. But it's just a snap. It takes less than a minute to really adjust that.
You can drive. Someone, let's say a married couple, the husband can drive it, then his wife can drive it right away.
Exactly
it takes
right.
2 seconds to fix, and it's accessible to everybody.
So let's talk about looks. What do you think of the look of this thing?
It's fantastic. It's custom made for everybody. You know, you can choose the way you want it to look. So it's great. You know, for everybody. You want to have it a certain color that fit more your style. You do.
That's exactly right. And rally mode. We got to talk about rally mode. Drifting. I think you even got our CEO to admit that you could drift on this thing during.
Yes, I did, and I'm an aggressive driver a little bit. You know, I like something that make me be agile. You know, I don't like something that takes a long time to turn, and I can change direction very fast. And it's also very, very light. So you feel that the Ryker, it's kind of it's part of you. You know, you're like it's an extension of your body, so it's very easy to maneuver, and it's great. That's why I like it so much.
Absolutely,
and you can drive it on the road and off road. I love it.
Yeah, so kicking that rear tire out when you're going exploring gravel or dirt or sand, it's a ton of fun. You'll notice that the Rally Edition comes equipped with things like hand guards. It's got a reinforced grille, all-road tires. It's got reinforced wheels. So there's a bunch of things that it's got a skid plate. So a bunch of things that are designed to make it a little bit more tough. So you can really explore that.
And you don't need to switch gear. You know, like
that's exactly right.
Everything is automatic, so it's easy to drive.
Everything's perfect.
You want to go backward? You just in a blink of an eye with your foot. You switch with your foot. You know, like, and you want to go forward, you switch it again with your foot. Everything is fast.
That's exactly
right.
So
you want to go somewhere, you go fast and you react fast. It's good for a guy like me.
And sticking with accessibility, it's only $10,999. So I hope we see a few of these parked in your garage.
1/3 of the price, so I'm sure it will be everywhere in different kind of roads.
That's awesome. Well, hey, thanks a lot for being a part of this launch. It's awesome to have you here.
I
we
love
appreciate
it. Thank you so much,
All
guys.
right, take it easy. Go enjoy the rest of the crowd.
A pose, yes, the pose.
There we go. I'd do that, but it would be just terrible. In order to have a ride like no other, we got to have a shopping experience like no other, right? So it was important to us to be able to show off all these different customization things that you can do. And we're launching something that's really awesome, and it's an augmented reality app. And we're really trying to be a trendsetter well, we're not trying to, we are a trendsetter in the power sports business, bringing augmented reality and that technology over into this. So something that's really cool. You can take your smartphone, and the shopping experience often starts with that. So you download the Can-Am Ryker app. It's called the Can-Am Ryker Ride Builder. And what's great about that is you design your own unit there, and then you can see it right in front of you, whether it's in your garage. I built one in my office the other day, which wasn't that exciting because I needed it in my driveway where I could see where I'd actually park it. And then you can get right up close to it. You can check out your different colors. You can do a 360 view around it. It's hard to explain, so go check it out. It's going to be available starting now in the App Store, so go check that out. Highly interactive, and again, those 75,000 ways. So we talked about how the Ryker's going to unlock the three-wheel vehicle market potential, and that's awesome. It's fun, accessible, it's customizable. But we also talked about how it's one part of the Can-Am family. And so you've got the Can-Am Ryker and the Can-Am Spyder. And this guy has been our bread and butter for 10 years. It's awesome. We've got a new special series here with this great new color combination on here. And so, again, the Ryker's great for people that love customization. They like the price point. They want something that's probably for a little bit shorter rides. And then you get into the Spyder family with the F3 and the RT families. And the F3, it's awesome. I've got one of these at home. I love to ride this thing. But, to figure out which Spyder is right for you, you can get on our website, canamonroad.com. Check it out, and you can look at things like how long you're going to be riding, if you're going to be riding 1 up or 2 up, how much luggage you're going to take with you, really what you want to do, solo versus 2 up. So it's really the ultimate comfort and sport performance in this package. So we've got the F3 base. Actually, let's walk over here. Why not? So we've got the F3 base over here, the F3S, like that special series we were just looking at. And new for this year are 2 gauges that we have. On the F3 base, we have, on the they love it when I do that. On the F3 base, we've got a new gauge. It's 4.5 inches. It's a digital gauge on this one. On the F3S, it's actually a 7.6 inch gauge. Both of those gauges are going to give you all the information that you want from your ride. So you've got your tach, your odometer, your speedometer, your gear indicator, temperature, all of that stuff. And then again, for the F3 and F3S, we've got a new Super Sport grille that's going to come standard, and that awesome new coloration. So that's really the F3S and F3 base. And then moving up to the F3T and the F3 Limited, let's pop back to this one. It doesn't have any dealers around it. These are really the ultimate in cruiser touring comfort. It's got the added storage, something that we talked about a lot last year. It's just the sheer comfort of something like this. And the F3 Limited, I'll jump back up on this one too. But with all the F3s, like the ones I just talked about, and the Limited and the T, you can really have this foot forward sitting position, so it's more of a cruiser touring. And it's all about, having a fit for you. So you can change the handlebars, you can move the pegs on this as well. But really, again, this is the cruiser touring, built for a little bit longer distance ride on there. And then the other one, obviously the luxury segment of ours, the full touring version that we have is the RT. So you've got an RT and an RT Limited. And we've got a couple of awesome colors over here that we're going to show off. But the RT is all about luxury comfort. So it's got your heated grips, your stereo, super comfortable, a nice wide seat for passengers. Here's a beautiful new orange color that we have that's new for this year, and I absolutely love this. The color pops on it a lot. So again, this lineup of RTs are all about that luxury performance, and so we're excited about the continuation of the RT. We've got a ton of owners all over the world with that. And so from a Ryker standpoint, we talked about accessibility, and now I just showed off the F3 lineup as well as one of these RTs here. We're actually doing a repricing of the Spyder group as well. So get online, check out the repricing for all of our Spyder models up there as well. But we think you guys are really going to like the repricing that we're going to do there. And just speaking of the Spyders, the community is absolutely incredible. I get to travel all over the place. I get to meet and ride with a lot of the owners that are around. I have so much fun at different events, and it's just absolutely great. And we really want to get more and more people out riding. That's really the goal of what three-wheel riding is all about, and just the joy of three wheels. So as part of that, obviously with the accessibility and the ease of riding and the balance that you have on this, the stability, all the technology, it's awesome. But we wanted to partner with a bunch of riding schools. So in the US here, we're going to have partnered with more than 150 riding schools around the country by the end of this year. And it's all about, again, getting more and more people to discover the joy of the open road. So it's absolutely incredible. We're glad you could join us here. And I just want to thank you all for joining me. And it's great. I'm going to finish here with this awesome sign behind me because it's all about the joy of three. That's why we're all here right now. That's why all these people are in the showroom floor having a great time. Go check out our website, canamonroad.com, and stay here on our social channels, learn about the lifestyle, and see what we're all about. Thank you so much, and we'll be out from Denver for now.